Today in this video we are going to take a look at the Alpha Juno 2 and how you can take its variable chorus rate and get it at least close to some of the other 80s Rolands, whether it's the Juno series or the JX series, and see how close we can get sound-wise, even though the synth architecture is completely different from any of those synths. So we've also got the JX-3P, a JUNO-6, and then sadly off in the corner, a JX-10, and we've got the JU-06A. So we'll just do a little simple comparison, see how close we can get. So to get started, we will go with a soft brassy pad, sawtooth and sub only. We'll keep pulse width out of the equation for now because that'll add extra movement that'll kind of interfere with our ability to really hear the chorus and how it sounds. The reason the sub level is where it is because that's the lowest I could get it on the Alpha Juno 2. The Alpha Juno 2 only has 3 positions for sub-oscillator level, and that's about the equivalent of level 1, so trying to get that the same on all of the synths. Envelopes here, attack, decay, release are kind of all about the same. Sustain up a little more than halfway, cut off a little bit below halfway, so it should really let us hear the chorus. But first, let's hear it without the chorus. So I'll go ahead and set up the rest of the synths to get a similar sound. I'm getting the JX-3P squared away with this sound. Resonance all the way down, cut off a little bit below halfway, and pitch follow all the way down. Envelope up maybe 80%. You can hear the attack time is quite a bit slower. Seems so much darker. Just trying to compare a little bit here. Oh. I need to bring the second oscillator up a little more. Reasonably close. Now for the Alpha Juno, this has the weird extra envelope stage, and then you've got the individual levels for each time stage, which can be a little bit strange, but we'll have T1 and L1 all the way down, and then start with T2 as your attack, T3 is your decay, L3 is your sustain. Alright, and last up is the JU-06A. Should be able to put the sliders basically where they are on the JUNO-6 and be very, very close. sure all this stuff is off. Everything off here. That's interesting. Alright, so now on to the main event, so to speak. First I'll play the sound on the JUNO-6, and then the sound on the Alpha Juno 2, no chorus, and then I'll turn chorus 1 on, and then I'll find the chorus value in accordance with the document I have here with my findings, and then we'll see how close it sounds. So no chorus. Okay, now we'll turn on chorus 1. Then we'll turn the chorus on the Alpha Juno 2 and then dial in the appropriate MIDI CC value, which according to my document and my own measurements off the JUNO-6 is going to be CC number 69. Okay, so MIDI value 69, Alpha Juno 2, and we'll see how it sounds. And then just to compare again. So there you go, at that MIDI CC value, the LFO frequency for the chorus is 0.42 Hertz on the Alpha Juno 2, but what I measured on the JUNO-6 for chorus 1 is 0.425 Hertz. It does make a difference, and you can hear that difference. You can hear that the Alpha Juno is just a little bit slower. But they're fairly close, and you can also tell that there's probably more mod depth out of the JUNO-6. Either that or it's just louder. Alright, so let's move on to chorus 2. And for this one, based on what I measured, the closest CC value is going to be 78. Here we go. And on this particular one, I measured the chorus 2 on the JUNO-6 at 0.69 hertz. And for MIDI CC value 78, I keep saying CC, it's actually a sysx parameter, but the MIDI value 78 equates to 0.67 hertz. So again, a little bit slower here. Of course, I don't have the brightness envelope and all that stuff isn't exactly the same, and it's kind of hard to get them to match exactly, but hopefully you can hear that the chorus is similar. Then lastly, let's try chorus 1 and 2. If I can turn it on. There we go. And so I have MIDI value 120 being the closest match for the Alpha Juno. Okay, so obviously that sounds a lot more insane than that. I think on the JUNO-6 and JUNO-60, when you turn on chorus 1 and 2, the mod depth is dialed way back, so you get this nice little tremolo effect. On there, they probably just leave the mod depth wherever, and then that's why it sounds so crazy. But you can hear the rate is very close. So I measured the JUNO-6 at 7.4 hertz, and that for MIDI value 120 I measured at 7.35 hertz. So very, very close. All right, let's move on to the next synth. All right, so back to how we were before. Chorus off, just to get our little bass line here. Now we're up here. I think this is just inherently darker than the Alpha Juno 2, and I think it's darker than the rest of the Junos. That's just me. It doesn't matter where I put the brilliance slider, it's still darker. I actually prefer it as dark as possible, so I usually put this all the way down. Anyway, alright, chorus time. JX-3P only has just one chorus on and off. There's not multiple modes like the others. Oops. Try that again. And then I've got the closest MIDI value for that at 71. So let's try it out. Helps to turn it on. So pretty similar sound for the chorus. That is sounding really loud to me. Again, I think the chorus just makes it louder. So for this, I had the JX-3P measured at 0.45 hertz exactly. And then for MIDI value 71 on the Alpha Juno, I've got that measured at 0.45 exactly. So they should be exactly the same, at least in terms of the chorus rate. Alright, so let's move on to the JU-06A. First without chorus. Alpha Juno 2, no chorus. And so turning on chorus 1. And turning on the chorus for the Alpha Juno 2, and I have the closest matching MIDI value for this at 74. So MIDI value 74. JU-06A. Alpha Juno 2. And so I've got the JU-06A measured at 0.55 hertz. And for MIDI value 74 on the Alpha Juno 2, I've got it measured at 0.556 hertz. So pretty much right on. One more time. And the Alpha Juno 2. Again, most of the differences are in just how I got the filter dialed in, the envelope, and then maybe some of the mod depth on the chorus. All right, let's move on to chorus 2. JU-06A chorus 2. And over to the Alpha Juno 2. This time it's going to be MIDI value 83. JU-06A. Alpha Juno 2. If you've been wondering why I've been doing 4-note chords the whole time, it's because this has limited polyphony. Alright, so for this I measured the chorus rate for chorus 2 at 0.88 hertz. And for MIDI value 83 on the Alpha Juno 2, I measured that at 0.901 hertz. So it is a touch faster on the Alpha Juno 2. Let's listen to that. Here's the Alpha Juno 2. and the JU-06A. But very, very close. And then lastly, let's do chorus 1 and 2. Alright, chorus 1 and 2, JU-06A. Just kidding. Turn the delay on instead of the chorus. There we go. Chorus 1 and 2, JU-06A. And then for this on the Alpha Juno 2, I've got it measured at, for the JUNO-60 model, MIDI value 121. I expect this to sound just as insane as it did when we were comparing it with the JUNO-6. Here we go, Alpha Juno 2. JU-06A. Alpha Juno 2. So you can hear the rate is very similar, but the mod depth is obviously way higher on the Alpha Juno. And for this particular one, I've got the JU-06A measured at 7.7 Hertz, and the Alpha Juno 2 for MIDI value 121, I got measured at 7.692 Hertz, so almost exactly the same. Alright, so let's flip over to the 106 model on the JU-06A. Again, bass line, no chorus. The 106 model. Sounds like I dialed that in so it's a little bit brighter, so maybe it'll match, just in terms of pure tone, it'll probably match the Alpha Juno 2 a little bit more than the others. Alpha Juno 2. JU-06A. Again, this is just the bass line. Let's do chorus 1. 106 model. Alpha Juno 2. This is going to be MIDI value 74 again, because interestingly, there's no difference in the chorus rates for chorus 1 and 2 on the JU-06A between the 106 or the JUNO-60 model. Chorus rates are the same. Alpha Juno 2. JU-06A. Alpha Juno 2. Alright, let's do chorus 2. Same story. It's the same chorus rate as the JUNO-60 model in here. Let's have a listen. And so we set the Alpha Juno 2 to 83. JU-06A. Alpha Juno 2. Now to me it sounds like the chorus LFO actually re-triggers on key press with the JU-06A. could be wrong about that, but it doesn't sound continuously variable, maybe? Or, yeah, free running, I guess would be the right way to say it. I could just be imagining that. It could simply be the way it sounds with the filter envelope in this particular patch. Right, so the JUNO-106 model does get the chorus 1 and 2 mode. This one is actually slightly different than the JUNO-60 model. Should be slightly faster. So let's check that out. Now for this one, I've got it measured at MIDI value 122. So 1 tick faster than the JUNO-60 model. Beautiful. Back to the JU-06A. Alright, last synth is going to be the JX-10. Alright, here's the bass line. And then back to the Alpha Juno 2. Sounds like I might have a little more of oscillator 2 in here. JX-10 chorus 1. And on the Alpha Juno 2, I've got the closest matching MIDI value at 79 for chorus 1. Here we go. Here we go with the chorus on. JX-10 again. Can hear I don't have the filter and envelope dialed in right. Alpha Juno 2. Alright, let's see what we've got for chorus rates on that one. I measured JX-10 chorus 1 at 0.7 hertz. And MIDI value 79 for the Alpha Juno 2 is 0.735 hertz. So not exactly the same. The Alpha Juno 2 is going to be a little bit faster. Okay, moving on to chorus 2. And on the Alpha Juno 2, I have this best matched up with MIDI value 87. Alright, here we go on the Alpha Juno 2. Back to the JX-10. That sounds very nice. Alpha Juno 2 again. And let's take a look and see how close the actual rate is to the Alpha Juno 2. I measured the JX-10 Chorus 2 at 1.12 hertz, and I measured the Alpha Juno 2 for MIDI value 87 at 1.11 hertz, so pretty close. Can you hear a difference? So there it is. I mean, that's what I got. And then just one more thing. Ooh. The LFO rates the chorus rate on the JUNO-6 Chorus 1 and JX-3P are pretty close. JUNO-6 is 0.425 hertz, JX-3P is 0.45, so I just wanted to hear what that sounded like. Again. And then chorus 2 isn't too far off from chorus 1 on the JU-06A. So let's have a listen to that. JU-06A, chorus 1. Again, chorus 2 on the JUNO-6. Chorus 1 on the JU-06A. Yeah, so I have those measured at chorus 2 on the JUNO-6 as 0.69 hertz, and chorus 1 on the JU-06A as 0.55 hertz. Yeah, actually, what we should have done is compare the JUNO-6 chorus 2 to the JX-10 chorus 1. So JUNO-6 chorus 2 at 0.69 hertz, JX-10 chorus 1 at 0.7. Let's do that instead. JUNO-6 chorus 2. JX-10 chorus 1. JUNO-6. JX-10. So yeah, you can hear that the chorus rate, at least, is pretty similar there. So that wraps up my crazy chorus comparison of all these synths. I will have the Alpha Juno MIDI value to chorus rate mappings published. You'll find that in a link in the description. And then there's also some other notes in there because there's I found some other information online about these synths and their documented chorus rates, but now that I've measured these things for real, I don't necessarily believe what the published values are. So, you know, your mileage may vary. Who's to say that these LFOs on my 40-year-old synths, near 40-year-old synths, are actually dialed in correctly. Anyway, I hope that was useful. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. To figure out what the chorus rates are, I played like a little sine like tone by turning the resonance on the Alpha Juno 2 all the way up. The Alpha Juno 2 filter doesn't self-oscillate, but then I added the sawtooth to it, and it gave me a tone to work with. And what that does is it really allows you to see the chorus pop out in the audio. If we zoom into one of these here, like CC, I have it labeled CCAJ42, that means MIDI value 42. And if we just zoom in here to this audio snippet, you can see these little, this is basically the chorus. So you can see it's very, very even in the left and right audio channels. That's because you hear it's perfectly staggered left and right, so you get the chorus in the one channel and then the other, and that's how you get your nice stereo width. But really all you got to do is find 2 points of reference that indicate the start and end of the LFO cycle. So like these little points right here will do just fine. And .42, I had that measured at just over 11 seconds, like 11.1 seconds. And then to get the value in hertz, you just go like this. Hertz is a measure of how many times something cycles in 1 second. So it's 1 over that number. So it's what, 11.1. And so the value in hertz would be 0.09. Let's see if that lines up with what I had measured for CC, or MIDI value 42. I keep saying CC. Yep, 11.1 seconds, 0.090 hertz. I did the same thing for every MIDI value. Wasn't always fun, but once I kind of figured out to produce a sine-like tone, it made it easy to see the chorus rate pop out when looking at it in a audio clip. Now, for some of the other synths, like the JUNO-6 and JX-3P, I didn't have to bother with producing any kind of tone. I just turned on the chorus, and it's so loud that there's no need to, you don't need any assistance apart from the noise itself. You can see here's the JUNO-6. This is just with the chorus on, you know, not playing any notes. That's just how loud it is, how noisy it is. You can clearly see the peaks. Same thing with the JX-3P. So anyway, that's how I did it. You could do this too. If you have a synth or an effect with a variable chorus rate, you could measure the chorus rate and, you know, the corresponding value. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe you could make your synth sound like a Juno that way.